Today we are looking for jobs. Whatever we can do to get a job, even if it means applying for them. And we gotta do dishes today, a bunch of them. And we gotta do laundry today. This isn't something that I have to do, but it's something that I need to do. Because if I just think about it, yeah, that's a thought. That's its own thought, is just thinking about it. But actually doing it, it's turning that dream into reality. Yeah, I thought of making a video this morning. It was a good thought. I could have just left it there. I could have actually made the video like I'm doing right now. I turned that thought into reality. Man, I've been called so many names growing up. I would say the worst name stage would be like, I don't know, man. Middle school. But it was all out of love. It's like, I was annoying no matter what I did, so it was kind of like a skill issue. Because I couldn't not be annoying. I was annoying when I woke up, I was annoying when I went to sleep. And the only people I didn't annoy were my dad and my mom and my family, which made me think that they were lame, because they thought I was not annoying. And that was lame, because the only people I wanted to please were the people that I annoyed, because I thought I did them wrong. I thought annoying was bad, but like, it shaped my personality a little bit. Like, so, I mean, it's not a bad part of life, just part of life, how it is. Existing how it is. And good morning. Starting a new day and living that day. Not scared, but optimistic. More optimistic than yesterday. More optimistic than ever. Because right now is all I got. So I'm put all my optimism in this moment right now. My optimism that it's gonna be a good day in this moment right now. All my worries in this moment right now. Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass myself or not be the man I wanna be. Put it in there right now. Worry about it never. Don't worry about it tomorrow. Worry about how tomorrow is gonna be tomorrow. Worry about today, right now, and don't even think about it the rest of the day. Start idea building on constructive ideas, not destructive, same old habits, but new habits, new ways of living life, and a new day that's different than yesterday, not to repeat same day. Because if I repeat yesterday, I won't get anything more than I did out of today, than I did out of yesterday. And out of today, there's so much more to offer than living the same life I lived every day of my life. So much new opportunities. so much built up stress that really just doesn't go away. But there is no tension releaser in life. If you want a quick, easy fix, it's not gonna be quick for the rest of your life. The only quick fix is the opportunity to have the moment. The moment is your quick fix. Maybe some coffee. That's a quick fix. And it puts you in the moment. But if you try to juggle drinking coffee all day and living in the moment, the coffee will eventually take you out of the moment because all you're worried about is the fix of the coffee. Therefore, you're never truly enjoying the fix of coffee. Therefore, what's the point of coffee in the first place? If that's how I see it, if I only see it as a way to get a quick fix, quick way to enjoy the moment, then there's got to be more ways to enjoy the moment. It's not limited to just drinking coffee. But sometimes it feels like I set my mind to drinking coffee, so now I have to drink coffee. There's nothing else I can do but enjoy the coffee. And that might look good. That might come off as something you want to do. You might wake up and enjoy some coffee. But what happens when you drink the coffee and the next day, today, right now, it's not as strong as it was yesterday? So you need more of it. That's what happens when you want the quick release of coffee, but you need more and more of it to become the same feeling that you originally felt with coffee. Therefore, your relationship with the coffee is significantly changed to a larger scale of dependency. Now, this could be used for any life example. This could be used for TV. Yes, one episode of Rick and Morty fulfills your desires of your heart at the end of the night. But what about when you can't think about anything your rest of your next day because all you're thinking about is watching another episode by the end of the night? Your entire day has now compromised on the episode of Rick and Morty that you feel like will be this answer to you. But isn't quite the answer that you are always looking for. So what do? Do you sit back and think of other ways to enjoy life? But this is so time consuming to waste the present moment on something that's not here in the moment. So how do you fulfill the time in between your desires? How do you make worthy of the moments that you feel aren't as worthy as the moments that are worthy? How do you make every moment feel like a glass of coffee? If every moment is enjoyed as a TV show would be enjoyed, or drinking a cup of coffee would be enjoyed, then the life has entirely changed into an optimistic reality which one can choose to enjoy their life in many more ways. Maybe even less ways. Because the mind gets overwhelmed with options and limits itself to what it knows is the best option. Something simple that the mind does is choose the easiest option when multiple options are given. So if TV is your only option, it's the easiest option to you. It's not that it's the only option, it's the option that takes the least amount of effort to get to. Now I struggle with this daily, the energy to find something greater than what I already have. I struggle with the need to fulfill my life in other ways every day. And I feel like I will struggle this struggle for the rest of my life. But moments of time teaches me that the way I'm living isn't the wrong way, but the way that I've chosen to live, which is my way, which I own as a personality. The only thing that I own is my personality. Nobody else owns my personality but me. My responses, my reactions. That is me. Now, how others respond to me is completely different than how I expect them to respond to me or need them to respond to me at times, which isn't always fulfilling in my life, but teaches me a lot of other ways to see it, as in, there's more ways to appreciate life than just the ways you do. Now, my old way, remember, annoying, need to please those annoyed people because I'm annoying and it's my fault that I'm annoying them. Now, yes, I live by this and it worked for a long time. I successfully enjoyed my life while pleasing those who I thought I annoyed, so everybody could be happy. What happens when your life is so unmanageable that you can no longer please those that you annoyed? You can no longer find extra ways to make people happy. Then you run out of your own cup. When you run out of your own cup, now you're looking for more energy from more people or more coffee or more TV shows or more easy ways to find it out. Is a first thought process that comes to my mind is what's the easiest way to cope with this? It's not always the best way because it's the same way that you used to cope yesterday or the day before. You already know the presets of that coping mechanism, the baseline of what this coping mechanism is going to do for you. So what you do now is take it even further and give yourself distancing from those easy things. Give yourself enough distancing to expand your reach well enough to reach higher things. Now you can grasp onto those higher things. Meditation, breathing, drinking water, eating healthy. Now you grasp onto these higher things, and yes, you still grasp onto these easier things, and the combination of these easy and higher methods of lifestyle now become your lifestyle. Now, if you can ingrain all these good things and all these habits in your life, maybe eventually you can find the person that you want to be. And eventually, that person you set your mind out to be will be the person that you created, your personality. You own your own personality. Each person has their own. And what you can do with your personality is now opened up into many more options. You can now look at the bright side. You can now look at the nice side of life. You set your goals higher in a philosophical sense to become a higher version of yourself. Philosophically, higher version of the self will lead to higher understanding of reality, which ultimately, latching on to these higher versions of thyself will lead to a lower view of the world, as the world seems more and more confusing the more and more you understand it. Now, this is good to understand as another placeholder to go even higher in consciousness. If we cannot understand what the world is, then can we understand what we are to the world? And if we reach this placeholder of understanding, then maybe there is something more than we understand of the world. Maybe there is something out there that is positive enough for us to make a change that says this is an option for us now, where it wasn't before, because we set our options to TV and coffee, much lower expectations of our day than our real day can be. Our real day is not yet seen, as comfort holds us close, and discomfort of the unknown keeps us restricted to where we are now. And where we are now is the comfort of our world. And in the comfort of our world, nothing seems impossible because the comfort is reachable. And if the comfort reaches to the universe, then the universe is within reach. Therefore, we are in reach of ourselves. When in reach of ourselves, we create this sense of reality that begins to unfold as a balance of act of creation and destruction. One must create to know what it is like to be a creator. And everyone creates within their life at least one form of identity, one form of understanding, in one moment, particularly presently. But growing onto this presence leads to a lack of consciousness. As the presence intensifies, the moment intensifies, the consciousness fades away as a source of light that is not, but is dwindling as the last step of its form produces energy to continue its journey. But in these final stages, the energy seems limited to the mind's limits, which brings back the comfort of reality. If reality only comforts in so many ways, and discomforts in so many ways, then reality must have a balance to it, where I do lead myself into this particular higher consciousness, but balancing my coffee usage or TV usage. Say you feel higher conscious when you watch a TV show that intrigues the mind, or you drink a coffee that activates the mind. Now this is real. This is all true. This is all a activation method to find a higher self. But those that say that you only can activate your mind through coffee are limited within their own mind because due malfunction of process of reality. The comfort of reality has now stricken itself from the soul, and the soul has lost its value in comfort. Now you watch the TV, now you watch Rick and Morty, now you drink coffee, and now you don't feel happy because it doesn't do the same thing it did that one night for you. But you continue to drink the coffee, you continue to watch the shows, and you continue to expect enjoyment, and continue to feel enjoyment, but depending, balance is a relation. It's the A to B to the chaos and to the peace that you continue to strive for your entire life. Now you question, is coffee, is TV, is life balanced, or do I need to still find balance in order to get to the place I need to get to?